I'm Laura and this is a Q&A. I went to Instagram and I asked you guys for some questions and I got like 200 questions, even though it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I posted the photo. I was like, why is everyone awake? And then I realised different time zones. It made sense. Anywho, I'm gonna zoom through this as I always do because I like to get through as many questions as possible. So here goes. I hope I answer your question and I hope you're satisfied with the response. Let's go. Do you bake? No, but a Jaffa cake? Stop that, you need to cut that right out to just stop it. Would you rather have infinite money or a Hogwarts acceptance letter? I get that most people would be like, infinite money, you could literally solve world hunger, literally sort out the entire economy probably. Like if you had literal infinite money, infinite as in no end, then okay, that's pretty sweet. But particularly right now where I'm at a stage in my life, I'm feeling particularly all over the place, as you like, the skittishness of my videos probably displays that fairly well, but I would take the Hogwarts acceptance letter at this point. I would do literally pretty much within reason anything to just spend 7 years at Hogwarts now, because it would save my soul. Do you have any bad/annoying habits? Right, so here's the situation. At the moment, I keep doing this thing where like every time I make a pun or I see a pun or something, I'm like, stop that, just cut it right out, just stop it. And people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, just stop it right now. And I don't even know where it's come from. Like, I'm literally just like, you cut that out. I don't even, it just sounds so aggressive, and I'm like, I do it to myself all the time. It's the most ridiculous thing. Also, it's been recently pointed out to me by Becca and Ella, who I FaceTime a lot and we all Uvu together. I randomly sit there and like will meow to a tune. I don't know how to describe it. I'll literally be sat there and I'll just be like, meow, 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 meow. And they'll be like, you okay there, Laura? I'm like, yeah, what's up? So that's a thing that I tend to do a lot, which I didn't even realise was a thing, but I guess it's pretty annoying. How many siblings do you have? I have one twin brother, an older brother who is 25 and an older sister who is 25, about to turn 26, I think. Oh my god, that's so bad. What is your favourite song at the moment? I have so many favourite songs right now. I've been listening to so much music, like, because I've had a lot of free time on my hands, I've been listening to loads. A particular song that's like the soundtrack to my summer at the moment is, which I'm not entirely happy about because it's kind of a little bit questionable, sad, but it's Just a Little Bit by Maria Mina. It's a really good song, but like, yeah. Also Victoria by Maria Mina, and Homeless by Maria Mina, and also The Great Escape, and also I've been listening to a lot of Panic at the Disco. I've been listening to quite a bit of Fall Out Boy, but then also I've been listening to loads of new music like Philip Phillips and Thompson, and yes, so I've got loads of songs that are like when I'm like my music taste is the most eclectic thing at the moment because it's literally just all over the place. When I put my music on shuffle in the shower, my brother's like, what the hell are you listening to? Because it will go from like Hamilton to like to Fall Out Boy to then like 21 Pilots to then like Orla Gartland and then Lauren Aquilina or whatever. So it's just the most like weirdest array of stuff at the moment, but I love it. Is there anything you would change about the Harry Potter books? I had this question quite a few times, so I just sort of like condensed into one question. No, I don't think so. I think there were things that I might have changed before I saw Cursed Child. Can't tell you any more than that, can I? How's the Pokemon hunting going? What team and level are you on? Pokemon hunting's going okay, but I haven't, since it's come out, I've literally only been like sort of in my village, in my area, so the only Pokemon in my area are literally frigging Rattatas and like Pidgeys, so I'm only on level like 6 or something, 6 or 7, but I'm in Team Instinct. And yes, Pokemon hunting is going, it's pretty fun. I got a bit sunburnt yesterday when I went out Pokemon hunting because it was so warm and sunny. I might go out later if I can be bothered to walk anywhere. Again, this was another question that I had a lot of different varieties of, but was basically essentially the same question, which was, if you weren't in Gryffindor, which house would you be in, / what is your second favourite house? If I wasn't in Gryffindor, I would definitely be a Ravenclaw. It's always been a toss-up between those two for me. Since I was little, I always knew I was a Gryffindor, but when I've taken like the Pottermore test and everything, while the majority of the time is Gryffindor, if I ever got a house that wasn't Gryffindor, it was always Ravenclaw. I think just because I value knowledge, and wisdom and I read a lot, stuff like that. I'd like to think that, yeah, I would be a toss-up between the two of them. What kind of person would you be if Harry Potter didn't exist? I sort of addressed this in my video, which if you scroll down is me talking about why I love Harry Potter. I honestly do not think I would be the same person at all. I think I might be a sort of a less compassionate, caring person, to be honest, if I'm going to be really honest with you. I get a lot of my ideologies from the sort of like the moralistic viewpoints and the didactic messages that are portrayed in Harry Potter, and because I was raised with them, they became my ideologies and how I viewed people, how I viewed love, how I viewed friendship and bravery and all of that sort of stuff, which I think is really important. Although I got bits and pieces of that from other books, and I got a lot of my ideas and things from other books, Harry Potter essentially I think did give me that core. I mean, my parents obviously raised me to be a good person. I'd like to think that, I mean, that's what they were trying to do anyway. But yes, no, I don't. I think I would be a bit of a mess. Also, I'm not entirely sure if I'd actually sort of be alive. I don't know. Harry Potter's got me out of my most sort of severe states of depression, and I don't know what would have happened. Like, I don't know what would have happened to me if I didn't have Harry Potter, honestly. Harry Potter and my friends, I think without them, I'm not entirely sure where I would be if I still existed. What got you into musical theatre? I got into musical theatre, well, I've always been into musical theatre. There's nothing particularly that got me into it. My mum sent me to dance classes when I was 2.5 years old. I was still wearing a nappy in my first ballet lessons. So I was always into dance, and I always enjoyed singing and the performing arts and stuff. I used to get taken to see ballets and things when I was very little. First West End show I ever went to see was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I must have been about 5. But I remember falling completely in love with theatre from that point on, to be honest, because I always loved stories, loved narratives and telling things and seeing things, and that's why I've always loved reading. And when I watch theatre, it's just one of the most immersive experiences that you can have. Like, it's live and you get completely transported in a similar way that you do with films and books, but it's there, and I don't know, it's just a really unique and wonderful, I think, way to tell a story. So that's pretty much why I completely fell in love with it, because it was just this sort of new sort of way to have a narrative. Will you ever do a meet and greet? I don't think there's that many people that would want to meet me. I wanted to do a meetup this summer, but it's just proved so difficult to try and find a time and a place where I'm like going to be like in London, because that's where it would have to be, unfortunately, at the moment. I really wanted to go to Summer in the City this year, because I went last year and I wanted to go, and my channel only had about sort of like 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time, but now I'm slightly bigger. I wanted to go because I think I don't know, there'd just be more, I think I'd be able to appreciate it more, and I also watch a lot more YouTube than I've used to. Like, when I started this channel and when I went to Summer in the City last year, I didn't really watch YouTube, I literally just watched Vlogbrothers, but I watch a lot of YouTube now, I'd like to think. Like, I don't watch a lot compared to like big YouTube fans, but I watch YouTube, so I think I'd enjoy the whole thing a lot better, and I would be able to meet people. But I am planning on having some sort of meetup, maybe before I go to university. I mean, I hope so. So just like watch out for my Instagram and stuff, and see if you do want to actually meet me, which would be fine if you do, but I think it'd be, I don't know, I don't want to meet me. She's weird. Why am I like this? A nice easy question. What do you want to do with your life? I mean, well, where do I start? Ideally, I mean, after university, I would like to go into West End performing. I'd also quite like to do documentary journalism. I'd love to just travel and learn stuff, but also be filming things and making that like documentary type things. I think that'd be really fun. I also would like to try my hand at sort of like news presenting, working in a newsroom type thing, perhaps writing as a journalist, stuff like that. I also want to write a novel this summer. I was supposed to be completing the first draft of my novel, but I haven't really done any writing yet, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. It's just I've got a lot of ideas and they're all just a bit jumbled, and I can't seem to formulate a proper storyline at the moment, so it's kind of frustrating. With my life, I just kind of want to be happy. I'd really like to just like, at the moment I just want to travel and have experiences and spend time with my friends. One day I would like to get married, I guess, but to be honest, I get feelings about things, and I have a bit of a feeling that like no one is gonna want to marry me. Not in the way that people are like, oh, no one will ever love me, but in that, I don't know, I'm too I don't know, I think I'm a bit, I don't know, I get a feeling that, I don't know, no one's going to want to do that. But I'd love to get married and have kids one day, but obviously not until I'm a lot older, because I really enjoy being this age. Like, I have a massive complex about this. I really just want to be young. I also just really want to make like a difference in the world. Like, it's part of a bit of my like oblivion complex, because I also just don't want to be forgotten or live a meaningless life, as stupid as that sounds. Like, it's a massively pretentious way to think. I'm aware of how pretentious it sounds, but I do just not want to have lived. I know we'll all be forgotten one day and the world will all end, but I just would like to think I could do something to make some sort of positive impact while I'm alive. Which scene in the Harry Potter movies has the biggest impact on you? I was about to tell you something about Cursed Child, which I can't tell you, so I'm not going to go into that, but there's a scene in Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2, the King's Cross scene between Dumbledore and Harry. It's always been my favourite scene in the Harry Potter books. I don't know why. I'm very fascinated with the concept of death, think about death a lot, and I just love everything about that scene. I love the interaction, and just, I don't know, it makes me think a lot about things. It's my favourite scenes in the book as well. If you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? There are so many places I would love to just transport myself to right now. At this particular moment, I just want to speed up till Friday, when I'm going to stay with Ella for a week, because I miss her. Haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, which isn't that long for us, to be fair, but she's been in France, so I haven't even been able to, like, we've FaceTimed a little bit, but not much, and it makes my chest hurt when I think about that I miss her. So I want to be with Ella at the moment, and also Becca and Lauren, because we're all going to Harry Potter Studios, so I'd quite like to transport myself to there. I'd also really like to transport myself to Italy, but I'm going with my family to see my family over there and stuff in the summer anyway, so I'm excited about that. And I'd also quite like to transfer myself to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because I don't even know when I'm ever going to be able to go, because it's so far away and it's so expensive, and I don't have a job anymore, and so I can't even save, and then I'm going to university, and then I'm not going to have any money after university, because I will be in a lot of debt, and then also the career path that I've picked isn't particularly lucrative monetary wise, so I don't even know when I'm going to be able to go. I'm really hoping I can go someday. I'm just going to have to save for ages and then go, and then I also need to find people that are going to go with me. So yes, I'll transfer myself to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, just because. Also, I think if I ever wanted to die just really fast, I would just go there, because I'm probably going to have a heart attack and then not be alive anymore. Like, if I see the castle. Why am I crying already? All I have to do is think about that place and I cry. It's like Harry Potter Studios. Literally in under a week, I'm going to Harry Potter Studio. Oh my god. Why am I crying? I don't understand. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? I would also like to go to New York. I just need to stop thinking about the places I would rather be than here. If you had to date one boy from Hogwarts, who would you date? Scorpius Malfoy. All I'm going to say, I am in love with Scorpius Malfoy. I don't care who knows it. I love him. I love him. I love him so, so much. If someone was like to me, literally the world will end and just explode, but you can go to Hogwarts and date Scorpius Malfoy. Bye, suckers. I'm out of here. You're all gonna die, and I'm gonna go to Hogwarts and date Scorpius Malfoy. What are your plans for university? Are you planning on taking a gap year? No gap year for me. I wish I could. I really wanted to take a gap year and I've got a friend that's out helping on the borders of Syria with the refugee crisis. She's been doing stuff for months, well, nearly a year now actually, I think. She's first went out to the Calais jungle and was doing all this stuff, and then she was in Lesbos and was doing all the stuff there, and I would have loved to have just gone and helped in any way I could. Love to have done that for some time, but with the career path I've chosen, it's kind of time constraints. So no gap year. I'm going to the University of Chichester, study musical theatre for 3 years. I might die, who the hell knows, but it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be weird to get back into full-time training of theatre, because I haven't done that in years now. I'm a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very scared. I'm absolutely terrified. In fact, my chest feels like it's about to explode just thinking about it. Seriously, I was just crying. Why does the world hate me and just want to ruin my makeup? And why does everyone hate me? What would your boggart be? Initially, for a very long time, my boggart was definitely my primary school teacher, which I'm not going to go into here. I mentioned it in one of my tea videos, I think, where I talked about bullying. But now, I think my boggart, I'm not sure how it'd be presented as a boggart form, but I think my biggest fear is probably becoming invisible or being forgotten. It's because when people ignore me and stuff, I think that's the most hurtful thing you can do for me, because I feel like a very disposable person as it is, and so when people ignore me, even if it's unintentional or whatever, it really gets to me, or if people just like forget about me generally, I get really upset easily about it, just because I feel like quite a forgettable person as it is, and like I get really stressed because I don't know how to make myself more memorable to people. I don't know how to make myself important. Have you seen a Harry Potter musical? Harry freaking Potter, Betty Crocker, ooh, I wanna eat you up, no one will beat you up. Yes, gotta get myself to Hogwarts, where everything is magic. Cool, back to witches and wizards and magical beasts. Goblins and ghosts, it's a magical feast. It's all that I love and it's all that I need at Hogwarts. Hogwarts, I'm going back. What are your plans for summer? Trez exciting plans for summer. So I've actually, like, some of my plans have happened, been and gone. However, on Friday, today is Wednesday, I'm filming this, don't know when I'm uploading it, but I'm going to stay with Ella on Friday, and I'm staying for a week, and then we've got and then we're going to Hyper Studios on the 27th of July, and I am so excited I could just collapse and die. And then after that, it's all systems go, because on the 30th I've got Cursed Child release party up in London, and then on the 1st I'm going on holiday to Italy for 2 weeks, well, under 2 weeks, because I'm flying home a little bit early, and then I'm flying back by myself. It's the first time I've been on a plane alone. I've only ever been on a plane like once before, so that's gonna be fun. I'm flying back home from Italy to go straight to Ella's house, because we've got some things planned. There's like a camp out and things, and then Ella and Becca are coming back to my house, and then it's results day for my A-levels, just to stab me in the eye with a fork. And then on the evening of results, we're going to have to sleep early and then go to the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning for me, Becca and Ella to start travelling, where we fly to Amsterdam, then we go to Vienna, then Budapest, then Croatia, then Slovenia, then I fly back, the other two continue on to Italy, and I come home so I can start university. So it's all crazy starting soon. What Disney princess are you most like? I am like Belle. There must be more than this provincial life. I think both in looks, I mean, she's, I think, more attractive, but we both got brown hair, and spy really. What I give to return to the life that I knew lately, but I know that I can't solve my problems going but she obviously loves reading, I love reading. I just have always like related to her. I haven't yet fallen in love with a beast. Could happen, who the hell knows? If I ever find myself in a castle with like a little rose and stuff, then who the hell knows? I don't know, I just really relate to Belle as a character because she's a little bit weird and everyone thinks she's kind of crazy, so it's basically me. But behind that fair facade, I'm afraid she's rather odd, very different from the rest of us is Belle. Dreamed that a home could be dark and cold, I was told every day in my childhood, even when we grow old. Bonjour, good day, where is your family? Bonjour, good day, how is your wife? So I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. I tried to answer as many as possible. As you can see, there was quite a lot of questions, and I tried to answer them in my fast voice, but then people are like, I can't understand what you're saying, you're speaking too fast, so I have to not do that. So speeding through is not really an option. So therefore I cannot answer every single question. However, I hope that you enjoyed the questions that I did answer. Please leave me more video suggestions in the comments. I've got about 5 lined up, I think, that I'm supposed to be filming today. Who the hell knows? Will I get round to it? But I don't know. Anywho, I'm running off not much sleep because sleep is for the weak. No. Just because the Dementors were circling, and also it's really warm. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching and subscribing and stuff. CS. What Disney princess are you most like?